Who is most surprisingly at risk for isolation? The simple answer, the person who always appears to be in a good mood and is often thought to be the life of the party. A deeper understanding. Many people in high profile positions, as well as positions that require one to be of service to others, tend to isolate themselves when they feel that they cannot show up in a way that matches or exceeds the expectations that they or others have. This is common for church leaders, first responders, members of armed forces, mental health professionals, and more. But the ones who are most often overlooked for being at risk is the friend, coworker, or family member who always seems to make everyone else feel good. They are often known as the life of the party and are seen as always being a 5 out of 5 on the lively, fun, and entertaining scale. Why do the people who are known as the life of the party also have a tendency to be a flake? The simple answer, while they often appear to be loved by all, they carry the burden of always being fun. And when they don't feel like they can be fun, they simply don't show up. A deeper understanding. I encourage you to take a moment to think about the person in your life who's known for getting the party started or known for their innate ability to keep everyone engaged by simply being there. They show up and everything just becomes more fun, more light, and more entertaining. However, they also have a tendency to just not show up at all. It may surprise you to learn that being the life of the party can be extremely isolating. What I've learned over the years is that they believe that if they can't show up as the life of the party, meaning a 5 out of 5 on the lively, fun, and entertaining scale, then it is better that they not show up at all. The reason for this is because if they show up as anything less than a 5, they are constantly approached by others with comments like, "What's wrong with you? You're normally so much fun. Hey, cheer up. What's the matter? You're normally the life of the party." Being asked what's wrong with you or being told, "Hey, cheer up," typically doesn't feel good for anyone, but it is especially hard for those who are the life of the party. Even if they arrived feeling like a 4 out of 5, they leave feeling less than a 2. They leave feeling as if they've let everyone down and with the belief that it is impossible to ever be anything other than a level 5 fun around others without running the risk of being a disappointment. Living with this belief limits their ability to openly express to others when they are in pain, and it severely impacts their ability to ask for help. It is rare for the life of the party personality type to ever decline an invite, but they will always apologize if they end up not being able to make it. This is because they would rather be a no show and risk being seen as flaky rather than trying to tell someone that they can't attend because they just aren't feeling up for being level 5 fun. In attempting to sustain the life of the party image, it often means that the majority of their interactions with others are more about entertaining than connecting. This tends to bring them joy in the moment, but leaves them feeling empty afterwards and alone when what they need more than anything is a friend, but they don't feel they can reach out for fear of letting others down. It is. Oh. All right. So this was not planned. I am in editing mode. I am not set up to record a video, and yet I feel like there's so much more I want to share about this particular topic. One, I want to acknowledge that I really am not happy with how I recorded this last video. Uh, I stumbled, I had challenges, and even now, weeks later, as I'm watching it, I really want to just delete it and re-record, but I'm going to leave it because it's real, it's genuine, and I think in a world where AI has been taking over and people are wondering if this is the real me or an AI version, it's the real me. It is not perfect. But also, there's two things I want to share about this particular topic. In addition to being the life of the party, I would encourage you to think about those people who maybe they aren't the life of the party, but they're the ones that you just feel safe with, right? They're the ones who always have a smile on their face. They're always there to comfort everyone else. They're there to make sure everyone else feels good about who they are. And I've been to so many wellness events where there's usually one or two people who work for the organization who play that role. And it's become so obvious to me that these people are putting every ounce of energy into being there for everyone else. And one of the things I've started doing is just checking in with them to see how they're doing and giving them permission that well, they're there to make sure everyone else is good. And um, if they at any point are feeling like they need a moment, right, especially at wellness events or you're talking about really any type of event these days, emotions can run high. We can get activated by things. And when we are in a position to be taking care of others, we sometimes forget to take care of ourselves. So I would encourage you when you are out and about or you're just thinking about your friends, those ones who are always stepping in to take care of everyone else, check in with them, see how they're doing, give them permission to ask for support or ask for a hug or even just go offer it to them. The other thing I want to share is that I never thought of myself as the life of the party. And to be honest with you, I am this strange introvert extrovert. I am extremely extroverted in the sense that I love connecting with people and I love having deep and meaningful conversations. But when it comes to more of a party environment, I am a fly on the wall. I tend to be very awkward and uncomfortable. Small talk is painful for me. Um, but in 2021, I was on a work trip and had just gotten a call about a situation involving my daughter, and it was extremely intense situation. And I was processing all of it. It had all happened very quickly. And within 20, 30 minutes of me getting the call and trying to navigate how best to handle it while in a vehicle with other people, I mean, I think there was like half a dozen of us when we got to our destination, someone approached me and they're like, "Hey, what's going on with you? Like, you're normally so much fun. Like, you're the life of the party, and you're just not even you're not fun to be around right now." And I was like, "Oh, are you kidding? I'm not even the life of the party." But yet, for you to say that to me, like, it just I felt like I was letting her down as well as the other people there. I tend to be the serious one. And it was a work trip, which is typically a serious topic, talking about mental health and all that. Not that I can't have fun doing that, but it just really blindsided me. And I remember, being on this trip and feeling so isolated because I was trying to be my best for my daughter, right? The best mom I could be, but I was also trying to be the best coworker. And yet I didn't feel like I could fully give everything I needed to my daughter, and I didn't feel like I could fully give what my coworkers were needing and asking for. And at the same time, I was going through this massive evolution of realizing I don't have to divulge everything. I've always been this open book and felt like I needed to be fully transparent and tell everyone every detail of what was going on so they'll understand why I'm in a weird headspace. And I had not figured out how to navigate challenges while still putting on this face of like, I got it all figured out and I'm here to have fun and talk about mental health. And that was hard. It was really, really hard. And so I guess I just want to share from a place of authenticity is to just check in with the people around you from a place of curiosity and wonder and a place of absolute love and just hey, I noticed something seems a bit off, like is there anything you want to talk about, or do you need any support, or um it's just I think no matter what, when you approach someone to check in with them, do it from a place of love and let that guide you. And even if you don't have the perfect words, um because we can't control how someone responds. I mean, even me, this is what I do for a living. And I was affected by this person saying to me, like, oh, you're normally like the party. What's going on? You're not any fun right now. And that just made it harder. It made it harder and it made me more guarded and more wanting to protect myself because I was with this new group of people and there were just red flags going on, is this where I'm supposed to be? So just, I guess what I would say is recognize that sometimes people aren't in a position to share. And even if they are, that space in a party environment, in a van with other people, and um, no, if you really want someone to share, invite them to go for a walk, right? Talk to them where it's a little bit more quiet. I think one of the best responses I ever got from someone when I was going through a moment was when a guy just came over, right? I was on a bus, I had my eyes closed, and a tear was rolling down my cheek. And I wasn't upset. I was just processing a lot. And he just came and he sat down and put his arms around me. And I think the best thing that ever heard anyone say was, "We've got you, Jenny. You're safe. You can let it out." He didn't ask me what was going on. He didn't ask me if I was okay. He didn't point out the fact that I wasn't being as much fun as I normally am, or I wasn't being as much fun as everyone else, or that I was a buzzkill. He simply wrapped his arms around me and told me I was safe. Yeah, maybe do that. Do that. And if you're not sure about putting your arms around someone, ask, "Would you be okay if I hug you?" Yes, that's it. In this state, in this mode of editing and completely authentic moment, that's what I wanted to share. Just approach people from a place of love and let them know that they're safe.